Hey, Ayal. In this today's session, we'll discuss about methods in C Sharp. So, what is method and how to create a method and how to call a method and also how to pass parameters and arguments to the methods. Okay. So, when we talk about a method is a block of code which can only runs when it is called. Okay. You can pass data known as parameters to a method, and using those parameters, you can make actions relevant to that method name. So methods are used to perform certain actions and they are also known as functions, right? Methods are also known as functions which will perform some certain actions. Okay. So then why we use methods? So to reuse some of the code, right? We're going to define a method so that I can reuse that method n number of times. That way, I'm going to reuse my existing code instead of writing same code for number of times. So define the code once and use it many times. That is the purpose of having methods in C Sharp. Okay. So a method is a block of code which only runs when it is called. When it is called. So it only runs when it is invoked. Okay. We can pass data to the method, right? Known as parameters. Known as parameters. Okay. So methods are used to perform certain actions, right? And they are also known as functions. So what is function? Function is a method which is going to perform some actions. That is what method can be called as function. Okay. So why we use methods? Why we use methods? Okay. So as it said, if you want to reuse certain code, right, for number of times, we'll just invoke the method such that same block of code is going to be executed n number of times. Okay. So to reuse code, right, like define the code once and use it many times. That's the purpose of method. Okay. Now see like how to create a method. How to create method. Okay. So method is defined with the name of the method or function followed by parentheses. So a method is defined with the relevant name of function or method. Okay. Followed by parentheses. That is open parenthesis and closed parenthesis. So C# provides some predefined functions which we are already familiar with, such as main method as part of console application, right? But you can also create your own methods, perform certain actions in the program. Okay. C# provides some predefined methods, right? Which we already familiar with, such as main method. Okay. So, but we can also create our own methods to perform certain actions, like how to call a method. Okay. So to call a method or execute a method, right? A method name should be followed by parenthesis and a semicolon. Okay. To call a method, right? Or to call a method, right? Or a function, right? To call a method or a function, write the method's name followed by two parentheses, followed by two parentheses and a semicolon. Okay, that's how you are going to invoke a method. Suppose I want to create method name my method, right? To print some text when it is called. Okay. So I'll write a method, simple method, saying that my method. So it should be some static method. Static, right? Y, my method. Okay. So inside of my method, I'm just printing some string on console. Okay. Let's say like welcome to methods demo in C sharp, right? This is something you are going to define your method. Static means keyword, wherein it just refers like, the method is static and can be used, right? Part of your class. Okay. And then void is something which is indicating return type. This function is not going to return anything. Okay. So now what I'll do is, right, instead of my main method, right? So I actually have my main method like this way, string or args. Instead of my main method, I'll just simply say my method semicolon so that it is going to invoke my method and display this message, welcome to methods demo in session. Okay. So now let's see what is parameters and arguments. Parameters and arguments. Okay. So what is parameters and the arguments? Information which you want to pass to method, right, is known as a parameter. So parameter act as a variables inside of the method so that we can use these variables and can perform certain actions. So they are specified after the method name inside the parenthesis. So you can add as many parameters as you want, just separate them with as a comma. Okay. So information, right, can be passed to the methods as parameter. Okay. Parameters act as a variables inside the method, right? So they are specified after the method name. How to pass? They are specified after the method name inside the parenthesis. Okay, inside the parenthesis. Clear? So we can add as many parameters as you want. There is no restriction here. But as a good programmer, so it's better to avoid passing multiple parameters and restrict them like 5 to 6 parameters, so that it looks very good and having quality stuff into your program. So make sure that parameter count should not exceed more than 5 or 6. Okay. So just separate when you're passing more than one parameter, just separate with a comma and then pass multiple parameters. Okay. So let me tell you. So I'll be using same thing here like this method. Okay. So for this method, I'm going to pass a parameter called string fname. Okay. That means fname is a variable of type string. Okay. Welcome to a methods demo in C sharp. Okay. Or I'll just print this whatever value passed, like uh, entered, uh, received first name. Okay. Like this. I'll just say fname so that it will print the passing parameter value using this particular statement. Okay. Well, while you're calling this, same thing you use this void main. Okay. So here I'll just pass. So, like ABC, so that it will print like that you pass n number of values with n number calls. Okay. And also give one more time. Okay. And this is like this. Okay. So that every time it goes here and it prints receive first name so and so, receive first name so and so, receive first name so and so. Okay. So this is something you are going to pass single parameter, right? If you want to pass multiple parameters, right? Multiple parameters, then how to pass? So same thing you use, like, passing multiple parameters, but this thing is you need to separate the parameters with comma. Okay. We can have multiple parameters as you like. Okay. Just separate with comma. Okay. So I'll take same example. Like example, this time I'll use another parameter for name, surname. Okay. Received name, like, okay, received name, for name. Okay. Uh, Otherwise, I'll just keep it as age, int age. Okay. Received name and age. Okay. Or else f name that will print the name is, okay, space, and I'll put some other space plus age. Okay. So that it will print some name is so and so age. Okay. How you will be calling this is simple thing. You just copy this main method and here, so what I'll do is I'll pass ABC and 5, VME and something 10. I'll say this is something 20, so that it will print the name and age at a time. Okay. And coming to the next one is default parameter. Default parameter. Okay. What is this default parameter? So you can also use default parameter by using the equal sign, right? So if you call a method without an argument or parameter, it uses the default value, whatever you mention inside of function. Okay. So we can also use default parameter, right? Value, default parameter value by using the equal sign. Okay. If we call a method, if we call a method, right, without argument or parameter, it uses the default value. Okay. Example, I'll take the same example here. So what I'll do is I'll just create one parameter like string country. By default, I'll say India. Okay. So here in this, I'm just printing the country. Okay. So I'm just having country variable and assigning some default value. Right. When I'm calling this, what I'll do is I just may say my method, and here this time I'll say US And this time I'll not pass any value, right? This time I'll just say UK. So the output, how it will print is, it will print US, India, and UK. Got it? So what happened is when you pass a value, it will consider that value and print this. When you are not passing value, just calling without parameter, it takes this default value and that value will get printed. And in this case also, you are passing parameter, hence it will consider the passing parameter and print the relevant value. Okay. And coming to the next one as part of this is named argument. Named argument. What is this named argument or named parameter? Okay. Okay. So it is also possible to send a parameter with a key value syntax. That way, the order of the argument does not mismatch or uh, um, not missing. Okay. So that means if you take this example here, this is what the parameter you're passing, right? Okay. So like that, I have different parameters to my method. Okay. Let me first define the definition. Okay. So it is also possible to send parameter or argument with the key colon value syntax. Key colon value syntax. So that way, right, the order of the argument or parameter, right, does not matter. That means won't miss. Okay. For example, I'll take same example here. Okay. So for this method, what I'll do is I'll pass different parameters. Okay. Multiple parameters. How to pass multiple parameters? Comma separated. String, like SID, string, SNAME, string, course, string, uh, train. Okay. These are some parameters I'm passing to this particular variable, sorry, function. Okay. And those values I'm printing here, like, the student name is, right. This time I'll use only its name. So like that you can use, okay, student name is this and plus space or comma, student course is, right, student course is space, right, plus course. Like that you can use the parameters. Okay. And coming to the main method, what I'll do is main method is nothing but invoking area. Okay. In my method, right, in this particular area, sorry, I think I missed here. This should have a parenthesis. Okay. So I'll just remove this. So the first parameter is, right, SID. I'll just keep SID colon, right, within the double quotes, right, because I mentioned string. This is my SID, comma, SNAME colon, okay, says Ramana, okay, and course is, right, C#.NET, comma, trainer is ABC. So that way it won't miss order, right? This will take SID, this will take SNAME, this will take code, this will take trainer. Okay, that's how it is working. Named argument or parameters, named parameters. Okay. So far what we have seen is we have discussed about a method, like what is method and how to create a method and the use of method and how to call a method and parameters and arguments like a single parameter, multiple parameters, default parameter, right? And named parameter. So like that, we can pass a number of parameters, right? Using methods. So I hope you understood the methods concept in C#. Thanks for listening to this video and please subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you.